extra time.
How much impact is what you've seen out there in the middle of the field?
Yeah, the wicket looks a bit browner than I thought it would be. I think the heat, from what I've got from the groundsman, is that the grass of the wicket's been burnt from the heat from the last week. It was very hot. So we've asked for place and bounce, so hopefully we'll get that over the next 5 days.
Has been selection issues with challenging this week as opposed to last week?
To a degree, yes. Obviously, the team that we selected last week we thought was the right team, and it worked really well. But losing Dale, obviously, you know, Dale is the world's best, was the world's best bowler. So he brings that to the table, and now we got to look at, do we want to keep the same balance of the 4 seamers and the spinner? Do you look at an extra rounder maybe? So it is, once again, it's a tough selection, but it's a nice one once again.
When you're looking at a guy like Chris Morris in that equation, obviously when it's replacing Dale, do you view Chris as a seamer, as an out-and-out bowling specialist?
Yep.
Obviously he is an all-rounder, but when looking at a staying replacement, do you view him in the same kind of mold?
Right now I look at Maury as definitely a 4th seamer replacement. So if you pick 4 seamers, Maury can be in that 4 seamers. Consistency wise, I feel he's got a little bit more to do in terms of being a 3rd seamer. You know, if you play 3 seamers, you consistently have to be on the money. Vernon, Mornay, KG, Dale, those guys are a step above, but definitely as a 4th seamer. So if you play 4 seamers, he's always someone that gets talked about because he's got pace, he's got X factor, and obviously he bats as well. So he's a good all-round player.
Can you just tell us what you're considering about each of them? Obviously, he's going home ground, is that correct?
Yeah. For me, it's obviously right now is really important, but I've also got an eye on the future in terms of looking at. There's a lot of Test cricket coming up. We're playing 2 more against India now, and then we've got 4 against Australia. And as I've said very often, that the success of our Test team is highly dependable on the fast bowlers that we have in our armoury. So that's why Lungi has been brought into the squad. Want to get a closer look at what he can do. Before yesterday, I haven't seen him bowl at all. So it was just great to, 1, to get to know him, and 2, to see what he's got, because I believe there's a lot of talent there, but it's something that is obviously important for the next 4 or 5 months. And our fitness of our bowlers is going to be really important. So there's probably about 6 or 7, as you mentioned. Dwan is one of them. Decide on which one we want to go for this game.
So what did you think of him when you see him for the first time?
Yeah, nice, very nice guy. Obviously really good manners, went to a good school. But very impressed with his bowling. Yeah, he bowls a heavy ball, and excited to have him in the group. I think there's a bright future for him ahead, so we want to start that journey off with him. I think India at times were really good in that first Test match, and we expected that. That's why I said post-match, the previous game, that was one of the best Test matches that I've played in, because there was so many ups and downs for both teams. India was in the game for 90% of the game, so it was a fantastic contest between two really strong teams. So I expect that they'll take a lot of positives from that game. They would say that they were not far off. They were close. Their bowlers got 20 wickets in the game. The only part where we were a little bit better than is we got a little bit more runs in the first innings. So yeah, I expect another huge performance from them. As I said, they are a remarkably strong team, and for us it's just making sure that we don't take a step back and relying on a 1-0 lead. And if you do that against a strong team like India, they will pounce them.
লেটেস্ট নিউজ আর এক্সক্লুসিভ ভিডিওর সঙ্গে আপডেট থাকতে এখনই সাবস্ক্রাইব করুন আমাদের ইউটিউব চ্যানেল। বেল আইকনে ক্লিক করতে ভুলবেন না যেন।